Bourjaily. I'm at the Randolph Engineering booth with Kim Rhode, who is, you're just telling me, Kim, you were working on a record here, not just another Olympic goal, but you're working on your place in Olympic history.
Yes, I'm actually going for 5 Olympics, 5 medals. No other individual athlete has ever done that. 5 consecutive Olympic Games, and you know, I've already made London, so now I just have to bring home another medal. No pressure, right?
What is even more incredible to me about your accomplishment is you haven't just done it all in the same sport. You switched from trap to skeet, which is not, no, they're not the same thing.
Well, it wasn't by choice.
Yeah.
You know, like any Olympics, it's always about the journey, and definitely my journey has been a very bumpy one. Been a lot of good things as well, but in 2004 they did eliminate my event, and it made me, you know, switch events. I was forced to switch, and I went to international skeet,
right.
And that's what I competed in 2008, and what I'll be competing again in London.
I mean, to me, that is like a sprinter suddenly becoming a hurdler still achieving that same level of success. That's incredible to me.
It is. It was a lot of work, probably one of the most trying times in my shooting career, but at the same time, I think it was that much more rewarding when you're standing up there, you know, watching the flag go to the top of the pole, and the national anthem. So, I mean, it's incredible, but that's really what the Olympics represent. It's about the journey.
And you have, since we talked last, you've added another medal.
Yes.
And what's cool about these, you've shown me these before when there was only 3, is everyone's different from every Olympics. So tell me a little bit about this one here.
Well, the Beijing medal is solid silver, and you can see that they changed the face. They changed it in Athens. Usually the face never changes, but this is the new face of the Olympic medal, and it's the back of the medal that's unique. So you can see here where they have a jade ring. It depended upon which medal you won. If you won a gold medal, it had a white ring. Silver medal had a light green, and if you won the bronze, it had a dark green jade in the back.
That's
so
beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I laughingly say I have the collection now, so we want the gold in London.
We do want the gold.
But, you know, you're always happy just to be, you know, able to walk away with one.
Well, now London is coming up, what, in just a few months, really, for you. Tell me about what kind of training you're doing.
Well, right now we're gearing up for London, so I'm averaging, you know, right now about 500 rounds, and I'm going to be bumping that up in the next couple weeks.
500 rounds a week?
A day.
A day.
A day. When I say 500 rounds, I mean a day. You know, and I'll be bumping up to about 1,000 rounds as we grow closer to the Olympics.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that, because a lot of us can't even imagine shooting that much, first of all. Can't even imagine taking that much recoil. How do you do it?
Well, I think it's much like a runner. You don't just go out and run a 28-mile marathon. You build up to it, and we do much the same. You know, you notice me saying I started off shooting 500. You know, something that we build up to. We do a lot of drilling, a lot of repetition, a lot of really focusing on the small things. You know, what do we need to do to get that perfect score, and what do we need to do when we're out there to focus on, you know, to hit that target.
So you're not just going out and shooting rounds?
No.
Well, tell me a little bit about, tell me a couple of drills that you do.
Well, I shoot very little rounds. Actually, for example, I'll set a goal of like, you know, 5 or 25 in a row, depending on the day. And I'll go out, and if I miss one, say the 25th one, I'll have to start completely over again to 0 until I clear it. That could take me 500 targets, it could take me 1,000 targets, but I won't stop until I'm done for the day. And something that's to be said with that. I mean, at the end of that 25, you know, rounds or 25 shots, you know, you're on that 25th one, it's like you don't want to miss. So it becomes kind of like a mini competition with yourself. So it's something that, you know, we're working not only physically but mentally to be prepared for the Olympics.
Now, are there days when you just have to stop, when you know your practice isn't good and it's time to quit before you've got to your 1,000?
Well, you have to work through those things. You know, it's not like at a competition. You know, if you're having a bad day in a match, you can say, oh, I'll come back tomorrow and finish it. I wish it was like that, but it's not. So we actually have to like work through it, figure it out, and make the best of it, no matter what the situation. And that really comes into why we shoot every single day. It's so important because every day is so different. And one day it's super easy. Next day it'll be a little hard. And then, you know, it's weird how it rotates around. You know, when you eliminate a fear or a problem, how another one might pop up. So as you start eliminating those things, as you grow closer, pretty soon you don't have any, and you know that you can run or have a really good shot at that medal.
Well, Kim, whatever you're doing, obviously you're doing it right. So good luck to you in London.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.